It was my 8th grade year and we were picking out classes for high school. I asked them like, oh, do you think I could take honors English? My teachers told me, don't go for it, you're not smart enough, you're gonna fail, you're gonna ruin your GPA. I started to believe them, and my one science teacher, he pulled me aside and he told me like, Jessica, you can do whatever you want to do. He's like, I see so much potential in you that you don't see yet. To see like the impact that this teacher had on me, that just like motivated me. I want to be that for someone else.
Golden Apple Scholars are on a mission to create excellent teachers who care about diverse students.
We pledge that after we graduate that we will go into schools of need and teach for 5 years, whether that be in Chicago or in rural Illinois.
The process of becoming a Golden Apple Scholar is rigorous. I know that the people who are in here, my peers, are very driven and that they're very intelligent and that they're very ready to become excellent teachers.
Starting at the application process, it's essays, 2 rounds of interviews to make sure that you are really sure about this commitment to creating exceptional students.
The scholarship money definitely helps me out so that I can focus more on my studies and not have to worry about like, can I pay for school this semester? Can I go?
It's not just a scholarship, it's this training that you get. We all packed up our bags and we all live in this giant dorm. You go to your on-site and you teach students, and every day you have a class.
I get experience with high-need urban schools and what they look like and what the students' needs look like.
It allows us to be in front of students, to interact with students, and that gives us comfort. It makes us feel confident.
And with our institute classes, we get to learn the skills of how to meet those needs for those students.
Subjects can range anywhere from school law to classroom management to technology in the classroom.
The first couple of summers, I didn't really know what I was doing. As the summers went on, 3rd, 4th summer, it became more natural. It's allowed me to figure out what kind of teacher I want to be.
What Golden Apple really teaches you is that in everything that you do, you are a support system.
When I was growing up, I actually didn't have a Latino male teacher who I feel represented me as a culture and as a student, and students need to see themselves represented so that they can see themselves succeeding in life.
It shows the students like, I can be that too. Or I can be an engineer, or I can be a nurse, or I can be whatever I want to be.
Golden Apple is exceptional because it's a family, it's a network. They're like, well, we won't leave you. We'll never walk away from you. Your mentor will still be there. We'll still remember your name.
Just knowing it's generations and generations that are there together, and just the support you get from it, you can't get it anywhere else except at Golden Apple.
The more teachers that Golden Apple can train, the more they can get more teachers out there to different schools in need. And that's what education is about, is reaching out to that future generation.
But it keeps working and growing, and there's no telling where it's going to go or how many students it can impact.
A great teacher is ultimately the tipping point in a classroom. You can have the technology, you can have the funding, you can have a variety of other variables, but ultimately what decides the achievement of a student is a great teacher.
It was just really cool that like they saw something in me that I could really make a difference in students' lives. If I can do that for at least one student, like that'll be enough. If one Golden Apple Scholar can impact a classroom, let's say of 30, imagine what doubling the amount of scholars would do. Every time you increase the amount of scholars being accepted, you're increasing the opportunity for more children's lives to be impacted and to change the course of their life, just how a teacher changed the course of my life.